Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive on Saltwater Stories. Today, we are diving into the world of jellyfish.
Them jellyfish.
That's right.
Yeah,
These mysterious, these ancient and surprisingly complex creatures.
absolutely.
We were just talking before we started recording, and it's amazing to think that jellyfish are made up of at least 95% water.
It's incredible.
That's more water than a watermelon.
Yeah.
So today we'll be exploring how do they function without brains or hearts?
Right.
What are those stinging tentacles all about?
Yeah.
And why are we seeing more jellyfish blooms lately? So,
Lots to cover.
yeah, lots to cover. Um, Maybe to kick things off,
Sure.
I think it's just mind-boggling that these creatures can thrive without some of the organs that we consider,
Oh, sir.
essential for survival.
Essential for life.
Like, how do they do it?
It really is amazing when you think about it. I mean, they've managed to survive for eons with a body plan that seems almost too simple to work. You'd think you need a brain or a heart to thrive in the vast ocean, but jellyfish prove otherwise.
Yeah, that's incredible. So how do they manage to function without these organs?
Well, their secret really lies in their efficiency. I mean, take their nervous system, for instance. Instead of a complex brain, like they have a diffuse network of nerves called a nerve net.
A nerve net.
A nerve
Yes.
net, yeah, and it's spread throughout their bodies. It's like a decentralized sensory web that allows them to respond to touch, light, and changes in their environment.
So no centralized command center, just a responsive web of nerves.
Exactly.
Clever.
Very.
But how do they move?
How do they move?
Yeah, I mean, you see them just kind of drifting aimlessly.
Yeah.
It seems like they have a purpose, though.
Right. Well, their movement comes from the rhythmic pulsing of their bell-shaped bodies.
Okay.
And this pulsing, combined with the unique properties of their jelly-like substance called mesogly, creates a sort of jet propulsion system.
Ah, so they're like living, breathing water cannons.
In a way, yeah, you could say that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That explains how they navigate the ocean currents. But what about breathing?
Breathing.
Yeah, they don't have gills or lungs, right?
That's right. They don't need them. Their entire body acts as a giant gill. Oxygen from the water simply diffuses across their thin, transparent skin.
Wow, so efficient.
It is.
These underwater nomads.
Yeah,
This minimalist design is truly ingenious.
it is. And it's allowed them to thrive for millions of years.
Millions of years. Speaking of survival,
Yes.
let's talk about those infamous tentacles and their stinging cells.
Ugh.
I mean, I'm sure we've all wondered about that at some
Oh,
point.
absolutely. Those stinging cells or nematocysts are nature's microscopic harpoons.
Harpoons.
Imagine thousands of these tiny capsules, each loaded with venom and a coiled, spring-loaded barb lining their tentacles.
Okay, that's both terrifying and fascinating.
It is, isn't it?
So when something brushes against the tentacle,
Yes.
these nematocysts fire injecting venom into the target.
Exactly. And the firing mechanism of a nematocyst is actually one of the fastest processes in nature.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these barbs launch with incredible speed and force.
Amazing. But just how dangerous are these stings, really? I mean, I've heard stories that range from mild irritation to deadly encounters.
Well, the severity of a sting really depends on the species of jellyfish.
Okay.
Some, like the moon jelly, have stings that cause a mild itchy rash.
Okay.
But others, like the box jellyfish or the irukandji jellyfish, pack a potent punch.
Yeah, I've heard about those.
Yeah, their venom can cause excruciating pain, muscle cramps, and in rare cases, even be fatal.
So it's essential to be aware of the types of jellyfish lurking in the waters you're swimming in.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm curious about their life cycle. How do these seemingly simple creatures reproduce?
Their life cycle is truly one of the most amazing things about them. It involves multiple stages and some pretty radical transformations. It all begins with a tiny, free-swimming larva called a planula.
Planula. So what's that like? Is it just a miniature version of the adult jellyfish?
Not quite. Imagine a microscopic speck almost invisible to the naked eye drifting through the water. This planula eventually attaches itself to a surface and transforms into something that looks nothing like a jellyfish.
Hold on, so it attaches itself? What does it turn into, a barnacle?
Not a barnacle, but something equally surprising. This attached stage is called a polyp, and it resembles a tiny sea anemone or a stalk with a mouth and tentacles.
Wait, so you're telling me that this one creature goes through a phase where it's basically a stationary, plant-like organism before becoming a free-swimming jellyfish?
That's right. It's quite remarkable, isn't it?
Why is that?
Well, that's the beauty of evolution. The polyp stage allows them to reproduce asexually, creating clones of themselves. This is especially beneficial in stable environments where they can quickly multiply and colonize an area. Then when conditions are right, the polyp undergoes a remarkable transformation called strobulation.
Okay, strobulation. What happens during this process? Does it magically morph into a jellyfish?
Not magically, but pretty close. Imagine the polyp starting to form little discs along its body like stacking plates. Each of these discs eventually buds off and becomes a juvenile jellyfish.
So it's like the polyp is giving birth to baby jellyfish.
You could say that, yes.
But these babies aren't quite ready to take on the open ocean, are they?
You're right. These tiny immature jellyfish called ephyrae are like miniature versions of the adult form. They resemble tiny star-shaped discs and still have a lot of growing to do.
So let me get this straight. We're talking about a creature that goes from a free-floating speck to a plant-like polyp,
Yes.
then to a tiny star-shaped ifra, and finally to the majestic bell-shaped medusa, which is the form we typically think of as a jellyfish.
Precisely.
What an incredible journey.
It truly is, and this intricate life cycle has allowed jellyfish to conquer oceans all over the world for hundreds of millions of years. But recently we've been seeing a change in their populations.
You're talking about those massive swarms of jellyfish, right?
I am.
Those jellyfish blooms that seem to be popping up more and more.
Exactly. These blooms, where huge numbers of jellyfish congregate in the particular area, are becoming larger and more frequent. And there are a few key factors that are contributing to this phenomenon.
So what's driving this population boom? Is it just a natural cycle, or are humans playing a role?
Well, climate change is certainly a major factor.
Okay.
As ocean temperatures rise, many jellyfish species are thriving. Warmer waters provide ideal conditions for them to reproduce and grow faster.
So warmer waters are basically giving jellyfish a boost. What else is contributing to their population explosion? Could it be related to our fishing practices?
You're on the right track. Overfishing is another significant contributor. When we remove too many fish from the ocean, especially those that compete with jellyfish for food or prey on them, we disrupt the natural balance of the ecosystem.
So it's like we're tipping the scales in favor of the jellyfish by removing their competition and predators. This begs the question, what are the consequences of these massive blooms? Are they just a nuisance, or is there a bigger impact?
Well, while those massive swarms can certainly be a nuisance for swimmers and beachgoers, the implications go far beyond that. Jellyfish blooms can have a significant impact on the delicate balance of the ocean ecosystem.
Okay, let's unpack this. How do jellyfish blooms disrupt the intricate web of life in the ocean?
Imagine a massive swarm of jellyfish descending upon a coastal area. They consume vast quantities of plankton, those tiny organisms that form the foundation of many marine food chains.
So they're essentially hogging all the food at the bottom of the food chain. What does that mean for other marine creatures that rely on those same food sources?
Well, this dominance at the bottom of the food chain can have a ripple effect throughout the entire ecosystem. Fish populations, especially those that depend on plankton for their survival, may dwindle.
It sounds like a domino effect, impacting everything from tiny crustaceans to larger fish seabirds and even marine mammals. It's a stark reminder of how interconnected everything is in the ocean. But are jellyfish really all bad? I've heard they play a vital role in the ocean, too. Can't all be doom and gloom, right?
You're absolutely right. We need to shift our perspective and remember that jellyfish are integral parts of the marine ecosystem. They're not just mindless blobs drifting through the water, they're intricately connected to the web of life. They play a crucial role in the food web, both as predators and as prey. Think of them as a balancing force. They help to regulate populations of smaller organisms and provide a source of food for larger creatures like sea turtles.
That's right. I love those videos of leatherback turtles gracefully munching on jellyfish.
Oh, yeah.
Their thick skin acts like armor, protecting them from those stinging tentacles. It's a delicate dance between predator and prey. But what happens when jellyfish die? I wouldn't imagine a blob of jelly being particularly nutritious.
You might be surprised. Even in death, jellyfish contribute to the ecosystem. As they decompose on the ocean floor, they release nutrients back into the water, providing sustenance for a whole community of bottom-dwelling organisms.
It's amazing how nature has a way of recycling and repurposing everything. It's a constant cycle of life and death, all interconnected. Speaking of interconnectedness, let's shift our focus to the impact of jellyfish on us humans. We've talked about the painful stings, but are there other ways we interact with these gelatinous creatures?
Well, the most immediate impact is, of course, those stings.
Right.
As we discussed earlier, some species can deliver venom that's more than just a nuisance. It's important to be aware of the types of jellyfish in the waters you're swimming in and take precautions.
Absolutely. Knowledge is our best defense against those stinging tentacles. And speaking of stings, what's the best way to treat one-eyes one? I've heard all sorts of remedies from vinegar to, and I can't believe I'm saying this, urine.
Let's stick to the scientifically proven methods. The best thing to do is rinse the affected area with vinegar.
Okay.
It helps to neutralize the venom. And please ignore that old wives' tale about urine.
Okay.
Not only is it ineffective, but it can actually make the sting worse.
Vinegar, not urine. Got it. So let's move on to a more positive aspect of jellyfish and human interaction. I've heard that there are some potential medical applications for jellyfish venom. Is there any truth to that?
There's a lot of exciting research being done in this area. Jellyfish venom is a complex cocktail of compounds, and scientists are exploring its potential for pain relief, anti-inflammatory treatments, and even cancer research.
Wait, hold on. You're telling me that the same venom that can cause excruciating pain could also hold the key to alleviating pain and treating serious diseases?
It sounds counterintuitive, but yes, that's the amazing thing about nature.
That's incredible.
It's a testament to the incredible diversity and complexity of the natural world. We're just scratching the surface of what we can learn from these ancient creatures.
It's a reminder that even the most unassuming creatures can hold secrets that could benefit humanity. But we've also talked about the negative impacts of jellyfish blooms on industries like fishing and tourism. Can you elaborate on those a bit more? How are these industries affected?
Sure, in areas experiencing frequent jellyfish blooms, fishing can be severely impacted. Imagine pulling in a net full of jellyfish instead of fish.
Oh,
It's a nightmare for fishermen. Not only do they clog nets and damage equipment, but they also compete with fish for food, further depleting fish stocks.
so it's a direct hit to the livelihoods of those who depend on fishing for their income. And what about tourism? I can't imagine a swarm of stinging jellyfish being a big draw for beachgoers.
You're right. Large blooms of stinging jellyfish can make swimming dangerous and unpleasant. This can lead to beach closures, decreased tourism revenue, and a negative impact on coastal economies that rely on tourism.
It seems like jellyfish blooms present a complex challenge with both ecological and economic consequences. So where do we go from here? What can we do to better understand and manage our interactions with these fascinating creatures?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? The first step is to continue researching jellyfish and their role in the ecosystem. The more we understand about their life cycles, their behavior, and the factors driving these blooms, the better equipped we'll be to manage our interactions with them.
So knowledge is our best weapon in this case. The more we understand, the better we can respond.
Precisely. And we also need to address the root causes of these jellyfish blooms, like climate change and overfishing. It's not just about dealing with the symptoms, but tackling the underlying issues that are disrupting the balance of our oceans.
It's a reminder that our actions have consequences. And even seemingly insignificant creatures like jellyfish can be indicators of the health of our planet. They're like the ocean's canaries in the coal mine.
Absolutely. They're sending us a message, and it's up to us to listen and take action.
Wow, it really puts things into perspective, doesn't it?
It does.
If creatures as seemingly simple as jellyfish can survive for millions of years, adapting to changing oceans and extreme environments,
Absolutely.
makes you wonder what other secrets they hold.
They truly are remarkable survivors. I mean, think about it. They've witnessed the rise and fall of countless species. They've survived ice ages and weathered dramatic shifts in ocean conditions.
And they've done it all without a brain.
Exactly.
It's a testament to the power of evolution and the resilience of life itself.
It really is.
It's almost humbling, isn't it?
Yeah.
These brainless blobs have lessons to teach us about adaptability and resilience. Maybe they hold even more secrets that could benefit humanity in medicine, in technology, or in understanding the very nature of life itself.
Well, I have no doubt that we'll continue to uncover fascinating insights as we delve deeper into the world of jellyfish. I mean, they're like living time capsules offering glimpses into the ancient history of our planet and the evolution of life in the oceans. Who knows what other discoveries await us?
Well, I'm definitely hooked.
Good.
Who knew that these gelatinous creatures could be so captivating?
Right.
What started as a deep dive into jellyfish has turned into a journey of discovery and wonder.
That's what we like to hear.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to surface from our deep dive into the world of jellyfish.
It is.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, everyone. We hope you've gained a newfound appreciation for the beauty, complexity, and importance of jellyfish in our oceans.
And remember, the next time you encounter a jellyfish, whether at the beach or in an aquarium, take a moment to marvel at their unique adaptations and the ancient lineage they represent.
A big thanks to Printable Pages for supporting this deep dive. You can grab a free jellyfish coloring page at printablespages.org to bring today's episode to life with your own colors. The link will be in the show notes, so check it out and enjoy. Until next time, keep exploring the wonders of the natural world.